Hello, my friends. I want to ask you, how's your spiritual and religious health? Now, you probably were not surprised that I was going to ask that question because of the title to this video, or if you're reading the blog, the title to the actual article. But there is a disconnect of health, religion, and spirituality in medicine, and I don't think there should be. As a naturopathic doctor, it's something we were taught to consider right from the first day of our client's intake and onward throughout their whole health journey. Unfortunately, this isn't typical for a conventional doctor, nor is it typical for the patient to be comfortable to bring that up to their physician. And I think this is sad. Unfortunately, the connection between the body and spirit that was acknowledged for centuries took a backside to modern medicine, and it was replaced more with mechanistic theories and biological and physical treatments. In other words, medicine got more concerned with manipulating the body than with working with people's beliefs on how to heal the body. Now, honestly, I think there's a place for both. I think there's a place where we can honor people's innate healing potential, which we call vitalism in naturopathic medicine, as well as help the body's biochemistry and psychology rebalance, either through natural modalities such as essential oils, or different techniques such as EFT or psychiatric therapy, or different medicines. We can do that, but we can also honor, remember the power of the placebo, which I talked about before, this belief that these beliefs spur our brain and also impact our biochemical outputs and in the outcomes of our wellness, which is pretty cool. Now, there's been different articles that have been writing about how this merger between the mind and the body and the spirit is coming back into favor in personalized medical approaches. And even it's entering into U.S. hospitals and mainstream. In Eastern medicine, you're going to see more of an incorporation, even in Europe, of kind of the natural approaches and the integrative approaches with more of the conventional approaches that we see here. But in the U.S., it's kind of slow coming, making its way back. And what these integrative approaches offer is, again, the allowance of us to see the whole person of the body, mind, and the spirit. Now, it's kind of getting in to talk about how the mind affects the body and the stress effects on the body, but this whole other aspect tends to get ignored. And I think a lot of people are uncomfortable with it, right? I talked about in a previous video on this topic how it is kind of a hot topic for discussion because people have such strong beliefs. But when we're coming from a personal level and trying to understand how we can best heal ourselves and how other people can help us with that healing and physicians can help us with medicine, I think it's important to bring up what those beliefs and practices are, don't you? So let's look at 8 reasons why spirituality and religion belong in medicine. And this is coming from a review article that I do have a reference to in the video description. And the author states that integrating spirituality into healthcare is important for these reasons. 1, many patients have unmet spiritual needs that can adversely affect health and increase mortality, and this is independent of physical, mental, and social health. 2, it helps patients cope with their illness. 3, religion and spirituality beliefs can conflict with medical treatments and affects patients' compliance. 4, physicians' views on religious and spirituality can also affect their treatment decisions, and these should be more transparent to patients so they can make more informed choices. 5, the effect of religious and spirituality on medical outcomes due to its associations with mental and physical health. 6, religion and spirituality influences care that is received at home. So think about that. If someone has a specific practice and someone's telling you to do something against that practice, it's going to affect compliance and how the treatment is effective. 7, research shows that failure to address patients' spiritual needs actually increases healthcare costs, especially toward the end of life. And 8, the standards set by the Joint Commissions of Accreditation of Hospital Organizations, the JACO, and by Medicare in the United States require that providers of healthcare show respect for patients' cultural and personal values, beliefs, and preferences, including religious and spiritual beliefs. So these are 8 important reasons why religion and spirituality does affect health. So I just summarized why spiritual and religion are influential in healthcare, right? I gave 8 reasons more from a broader approach of healthcare, and I also started off with a personalized reason of how these beliefs and practices impact our healing, our psychology, our wellness, and what we actually follow through with. And remember, this is very connected to our previous discussions about our beliefs and mindset impacting wellness outcomes, the power of placebo, mindset as medicine, and also how therapeutic relationships with your physician is vital to healing, and it should be considered. Having that closeness and discussion is something that can be healing in and of itself. So it's going to take a united front with patients and doctors getting more comfortable with integrating and holistically transforming sick care into holistic health care that involves spirituality. And I think it's going to take our part to be more tolerant to other people's practices and to advocate for our own while we're accepting other people's and how that can impact us in our decisions. Okay? So, thank you very much for listening, and I leave you with one little assignment. Just consider mentioning your beliefs and practices to your doctor at your next visit and see what happens. Because this could turn the whole discussion around, even what treatment you're getting or how to utilize that treatment. And I would love your feedback on this topic and what more topics you'd like to hear about. I also urge you to visit my website, check out the free resources, check out my naturopathic blog. I also have links to an online course where I take you through how to transform your own health and help you optimize more of your mood and hormones harmony with essential oils. And I have just a bunch of stuff in a whole new essential oils website, so I will also put those links in the video description. And I will hope to see you soon. And if you're watching this in real time, I hope you have a wonderful end of 2021 and a beautiful start to 2022. Thanks so much.